video is brought to you by Letsynthesize Academy, the #1 place for practice-oriented courses for serious music producers.
Hey, Dan Larson here, welcome to the newest Synthesize Sunday episode, and today I want to show you how to remake the Pendulum terminal bass. Like always, you can download this preset from my Patreon with tons of others, and if you want to dig deeper into production, check my academy. But right now, let's jump into it. Okay, once again, this is the sound. And actually, this does not involve any FM. It's crazy, but it doesn't. Okay, let's jump into it. As you can see, I am using two wavetables. Now, originally, both of them was basic wave shapes. And I honestly don't remember what I did to oscillator 1, but I tweaked it somehow. I will pass you over the wavetable itself so you can play with it. But the second one is very simple. I just went into the pencil mode and chose more spectral. So this is it. So right now we don't have only one cycle, but a long waveform that plays really well with this kind of sound. Now I'm using LE41 on the sub oscillator and the warping mode on oscillator 1, which is on asymmetric minus, on wavetable position, and the level on oscillator B, but that is in band plus. So the filter is a regular bandpass filter, but I tweaked it with a notch filter. So this is why I chose a multi BN12. And as you can see, I'm using LE41 to modulate the cutoff and the notch. And I also cranked up the attack on the main envelope, because if I don't do that, it has this huge click, so it is better to activate that. Okay, in the FX, we have a hyperdimension. It just adds a very tiny stereo width to it, but the distortion is more important here. Because if I'm using a pre-bandpass filter, and I didn't even crank out the resonance, it creates a very nice, I would say, extra talky kind of effect because of the filter and the distortion on top of that. Maybe it's a little better if I crank up the mix. So it has a very aggressive rum kind of sound. An OTT like always. And I added an EQ that basically just chops a tiny bit from the 5000 Hz. Okay, now the band reject filter is one of my favorite filters to create a nice talky effect. And this is what I did here too. I used LE41 on the cutoff and on the width. That basically is almost a notch filter, but you can set the width of the notch and you can add some peaks on the edges of the notch. So this is a very nice filter because it creates that exact EQ or frequency movement that a vocal kind of thing would have. With some extra drive and some resonance, it creates a great job. Phaser, it definitely creates even more evil tone to it by decreasing that very squeaky kind of frequency. Okay, and the flanger, that is not very important. And this is all, this is the full sound. Now Rob Swire probably didn't use Serum that time. Maybe he used FM8 or something like that, I don't know what he did. But this is a very nice remake, I would say, for that kind of sound. So if you want to grab this preset, check my Patreon with tons of other stuff, tons of presets and small projects. And if you want to dig deeper into music production, check my academy, somewhere here. I was Dan Larson, see you guys next time. Peace.